Hello everyone, this video will cover Module 15. Module 15 is where you will turn in your portfolio for the semester. So you started working on that in the previous module and you should have all of the pieces ready. Now you're just going to put them all together and submit them and finish up anything that you need to before you submit in this module. So just as a reminder, the portfolio assignment, you want to go over this to make sure you have all of your pieces of it. You should have it all in one Word document. That's the easiest way. You can upload as separate files if you want to, but a lot of students will just kind of copy and paste them into the same document so that they only have one thing that they need to upload. And you'll have 4 things to put in there. Your reflection, which is about 1 page, and that needs to go first. And then you're going to have a final draft of your final piece. This is the one that you got some feedback on for your in the previous module. So you sent it to the online writing lab and you did the discussion board response from your peers. And so you want to make sure that you make any changes that you need to, any suggested changes, making sure that you have a good final copy of your final piece. And if you have any questions for me or you want me to look over it, you're more than welcome to send me an email. And then that will be your next work. And then the last 2 things that you include are revised versions of whatever you put in the workshops before. So this would have been back in Module 7, you did a workshop for your short story. Your peers gave you suggestions. I graded it. Obviously, then you want to make changes to that story based on what the suggestions were. Same thing with your revised poem. So a lot of this is really just going to be going back and hunting for the suggestions and then going through your work and making the changes. So you're not really writing anything new other than the reflection. And so you really are just thinking about how can you put this all together at this point. So then the last thing in here is the actual submission spot for the portfolio. Like I said, 1 file is preferred, but you can do all 4 of them separately. Just try to upload them all at once, because if you upload them, upload one and then go back and do the next one, you can't see your previous files. I can see anything that you submit, but you won't be able to see them. So it makes it more difficult to figure out, what if you've done all of them, if you don't upload them all at once. You can see down here the grades, how the breakdown will be. So the 3 works that you're turning in your final piece, and then the 2 revised versions, those are going to be the most points. Then the reflection just at the beginning is really just to help me kind of see an overview of your portfolio, what you worked on, what you're proud of, all of that kind of thing. And so that's a very typical part of a portfolio assignment. So this is your big culminating project. And so I want you to make sure that you spend the week getting everything put together and correct. And if you have any questions throughout the week, make sure that you do send me an email. Otherwise, have a great week.